European Union is one that brings together countries who have shared values. But EU leaders have been careful to separate those values from their basis in any religion. Recent debates in France and other EU countries on displaying religious affiliation in public places, like banning Muslim girls from wearing the headscarf, for example, have some MEPs asking how much our values are informed by religious beliefs and whether the EU's secularism has gone too far. Irish MEP Gay Mitchell, president of a working group on human dignity in Parliament, hosted a seminar on the role of religious belief in Europe following the adoption of the Lisbon Treaty. The Lisbon Treaty secures a stronger consultative role for religious organisations in developing EU policy, formalising dialogue between EU and religious institutions which before was not set in stone. A reference to a Christian God was removed from it, however, following objection from some countries. Mr. Mitchell believes that religious diversity should be respected, but this does not mean, he says, that it should not be given a voice or freely expressed.
I believe in live and let live. I think that in society there are people of different beliefs and no beliefs, and the whole European Union is about unity and diversity. And I want to accommodate other people's views. I think I've bent over backwards in all my political life to do that. But I find more and more there are people not prepared to accommodate my views.
I asked Mr. Mitchell what he hoped would result from the seminar.
Under the Lisbon Treaty, there is an actual provision for people of religious organisations and indeed other non-confessional organisations to have their say, just like trade unions and business people do. I don't think religious organisations should be running anything to do with politics, but their views should be heard, just like everybody else, and the Treaty of Lisbon actually provides for that.
That the seminar was so crowded that many were left standing showed strong support for his views. A ban in Italy recently on displaying crucifixes in classrooms has some asking whether we are denying our roots based in Christianity, which has generated the values that brought EU member states together and informs EU policy. Marcello Pera, former president of the Italian Senate, was one of the guest speakers at the seminar. He co-authored a book with Pope Benedict called Without Roots: The West, Relativism and Christianity and Islam. He feels that our Christian heritage plays an important role in defining what we consider our fundamental rights.
Most of our fundamental rights, what we call inalienable rights or natural rights, depend on that religion and that and tradition. If you drop the Judeo-Christian tradition, then the risk is that our natural inalienable rights have no longer a stable and a strong foundation.